So what about the timing? So effectively, timing of the protective put requires market considerations as well as your risk tolerance. And what do I mean by market considerations? So when you're figuring out your put, which one you're going to buy. Are you going to buy the 90 days, the um, 15 days out? All of those, besides knowing how much you're risking, right? The difference between the strike and um, and what you paid for it, the premium that you paid. There are a couple of other factors, especially as you go further out. The impact of those other factors are greater. One is time decay, right? You're buying an option. Time decay is not your friend when you buy options. So you let time decay. And two is volatility. So if you're buying a protective put, and let's just say you get lucky and you bought a inexpensive put, everything goes insane, right? All of a sudden the markets are like going up and down and all that stuff. And we see volatility grow. And what happens? Our options get a little more expensive. So volatility can impact that put that you purchased. So volatility and time decay. And on the flip side of that is if you buy expensive options, expensive volatility, and that comes down. So you have the risk of actually not only time decay, but the options decreasing in value because implied volatility is coming down. So those are kind of the factors that you're going to be looking at. But let's just look at our example here, right? We have a stock, it's trading 100. We've determined that we are more than willing to take $10 risk, right? 10% down. We've been hearing rumors that it's going to go down 10%. We've got earnings coming out, drug trials coming out, government contracts, whatever they might be. We really hope that earnings are great, the drug trials are fantastic, and they get the government contract. But if they don't, let's buy some protection, right? Um, Depending on when you want that protection, right? If they give you a range and say, you know what, drug trials are going to come out somewhere between 30 and 60 days. You're going to have to look at these options and determine, do I want to buy the 30-day option? Well, they said it's not going to be within 30 days. So that's probably not the best purchase. I'll have to go out 60 days to do that purchase, even though it may be a little overkill because it might come out day 31. I don't know. But those are the decisions that you're going to have to make on what that time looks. And you can see, of course, as time goes out, as you go further out, what happens? These options get a little more expensive. Why is that? Because things can happen. So we may have certain events that happen in between 0 and 15, but we can have a lot of things happen between 0 and 90 days out. And that's one of the reasons why we have this, the premium of these options are going to be greater because stuff happens, right? So those are the kind of decisions that you're going to be making. As soon as you figure out what that risk tolerance is, and we know that it's at $90, then you're going to have to decide, do I need a 30-day option, 60-day option, 90-day options? What is my market forecast in this stock for something happening? And sometimes, a lot of times that's just around earnings, right? So you've got to make sure that you buy a put that falls in to the time frame of when you think that announcement's going to happen.